Now, our next speaker needs little introduction. She's the first woman to be elected the governor of the state of Oklahoma. She served 2 terms in the Oklahoma House before becoming the first woman and the first Republican to be elected lieutenant governor in 1994. In 2006, she was elected to the U.S. Congress. We are very thankful to have the leader of our great state with us today. Please join me in welcoming the governor of Oklahoma, the Honorable Mary Fallin.
Wonderful crowd we have today. Bart, thank you so much for that very kind introduction, and I want to just say how much I appreciate Bart Carner for helping us with this creativity forum. I was asking him about his schedule a minute ago, and Nadia's schedule, and it is very, very busy. So Bart, thank you so much for emceeing this event. Talk about a gentleman who is a true creative person who has so much going on with his gymnastics, with his teaching over 1,000 students, with his magazine, international magazine on gymnastics, to supply company. I mean, Bart Carner is Mr. Creativity himself. So Bart, thank you so much for hosting this event and helping MC it. We appreciate you. And welcome. Do you know that Oklahoma is the first state to have a creativity forum of this such in the nation? Oklahoma? And last year, we were very fortunate to hold the World Creativity Forum, and here we are as a state being a model to other states in the nation, and you are all a part of this. And I hear we have a lot of students that are here today. Where's our students at? Yay, students. Thank you so much for taking time to be here too. It's very exciting for you to be a part of this. It's important that we all support innovation, creativity, critical thinking. And of course, today at lunch, you have 2 very, very special speakers. I think they're sitting here in front of me. Got some bright lights. But John Mackey with Whole Foods, Aubrey McClendon with Chesapeake. It's going to be an exciting time to hear both of these great minds. Thank you, gentlemen, for participating in this. Talk about 2 leaders in our nation that are certainly the symbol of creativity, innovation, of moving market forces, of developing creative, innovative workforces. Thank you for both coming here today to be a part of this important summit. We appreciate you. You know, when CEOs were surveyed and asked about how important creativity is for their workforce, how important it is for job creation, for them making decisions about investment into different companies and different products and services, 81% of our CEOs said that creativity and critical thinking skills was important to the decisions that they make with their companies. And of course, today you're going to hear from 2 men that are on the cutting edge of competitiveness, of addressing how we can develop companies, how we can develop a workforce that not only competes here in our state, across America, but certainly in a global, international economy. Oklahoma has been very fortunate in our past to have many strong strengths in our economy, whether it was the energy sector, whether it is agriculture, or certainly within manufacturing. But as we look forward into what type of society we want, what type of workforce we need, how can we be more competitive as a state, we know that critical thinking skills, looking outside the box, helping build up the workforce, bringing our entrepreneurs along, creating a type of business climate to where people want to invest, take risks, get a good rate of return, get good rewards on those risks that they take, is part of what we're talking about today with this creativity forum. It's helping our businesses grow. It's developing the type of knowledge-based, skilled workforce that we need to help them be successful. So we can develop the cutting-edge, innovative technologies, whether it's biotech, whether it is looking at different forms of energy, certainly, whether it's looking at different types of research and development, aviation, whatever it might be. That's what we're all here about, is how we can and improve our workforce, how we can grow Oklahoma's jobs. And certainly we're here in OU country, I should say, in Norman, where we have the University of Oklahoma, and I know we got a lot of OU students out there. We certainly have a great research facility at Oklahoma State University, great colleges, universities, career techs throughout the state that are our great partners in this effort. But in looking at our workforce, we also need a better, more highly skilled, educated workforce in our state. And that's why several months ago, along with our higher education, our career techs, our Secretary of Education, and other private sector individuals, we launched a program in the state of Oklahoma called Complete College America, in which we will work towards developing a better highly skilled workforce and challenging ourselves to provide the type of employees that we need to look forward into Oklahoma's future. One of the interesting statistics that I have been given and read is that when you look out over the next decade, it is projected that the jobs that will be created in the state of Oklahoma, that there will be 80,000 jobs in our state that will require some type of degree in higher education, whether it's an associate degree, whether it is a higher education graduate level degree. But then half of that, around 40,000 jobs, 50% of our jobs in the next decade will be high school level degree jobs. And so when you look out as to what we need to be doing to prepare our state to meet the demands and the needs of our workforce, we got to do a better job in the state of Oklahoma. So Complete College America has a goal of increasing our number of college graduates by 50,000. We usually have 30,000 a year. By increasing that by over 60% to 50,000 degreed employees in Oklahoma's workforce. And that'll go a long ways in helping us build the type of competitive environment that we need. And we have made a commitment to do that. And along with that, we have also worked very hard this legislative session to focus on early learning, to focus on K through 12 education, to form those critical thinking skills, to make sure that our children are school ready, that they're reading ready, so that they can be part of our highly skilled, educated workforce. And today I'm happy to be joining our Creative Oklahoma group here today to announce another very important initiative for our state. And this will be something that will be new, be a very valuable tool to help Oklahoma be a national leader in innovation, critical thinking, and entrepreneurship. And we're announcing today that we are going to have Oklahoma's first ever Creativity Index. In fact, it'll be the first ever to be in our state and in our public schools. The Oklahoma Innovative Index will be a private-public partnership, a collaboration between Creative Oklahoma to establish a public measurement of the opportunities for our students to engage in innovative work, to really measure what we're doing in our state, whether we're meeting the goals that we have set for ourselves, and if we're on the right path, and if we're not on the right path towards developing those creative, innovative skills, then to be able to make the adjustments that we need. But we're going to have an index. We're going to inspect what we expect in our schools, in our workforce. Schools will be recognized for their innovation indexes, through their events, through activities like robotics, through competitions, through entrepreneur programs, workshops, through videos, through design, through theater, through science projects in their individual schools. And it will help our students learn to generate ideas, learn to develop those creative, intellectual, innovative thinking skills that they will need to be part of that workforce that we need in the future. Creative Oklahoma is going to work with our Oklahoma leaders in businesses and education to comprise a steering committee, and they will develop this index that will give us those measurement tools for our students. I'm asking two of my members of my cabinet to be a part of that steering committee, our Secretary of Commerce, Dave Lopez, and our Secretary of Education, Dr. Phyllis Hudecki. They will represent the governor's office, because this is a goal of my administration, a goal to work with Creative Oklahoma all the teams that are represented here in this room. And we're going to put Oklahoma on the map for being a state that has a goal of creating the most innovative, creative workforce in the nation. And today you are part of the launching of that effort by being a part of this great forum. So it's exciting. The Oklahoma Innovation Index will be a great tool, and especially when I go out visiting with our businesses in our state, or visiting with new businesses that will be moving in, like Whole Foods has moved into Oklahoma. It'll be a great selling point and great feature for us. So thank you for all of the Creative Oklahoma team that has put this event together. Thank you certainly to Susan McCalmont, who is your director, and working together to keep pushing as to think beyond the box, to think more than what we've ever thought or imagined in the state of Oklahoma. And in light of all this, I have officially declared November as the State of Creativity Month in our great state. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, John and Aubrey, for being a part of this. I know you're going to have a great time. I've heard you've had a lot of fun this morning with all the great speakers, creative activities. Thank you for participating in this. Have a great time.